good, money? What you been up to?
Hiding from the cops.
What happened?
Getting inside this car is 19-year-old Liam McAtasney, unaware that he is being recorded. Just days ago, Liam's best friend, Sarah Stern, mysteriously went missing, making Liam the last person to ever see her alive.
What's going on with her? Like, how's she been acting lately?
I wish I could tell you. In the past, she has tendency to have self-destructive behavior.
Liam believed that he had planned out the perfect homicide, covering up his tracks and evading authorities. But as the secret confession continues, it will hold answers to where Sarah is and what has happened to her.
Bro, this is like movies, bro.
Yeah, I got the FBI on. Dude,
What are they questioning?
a lot.
About what?
About killing Sarah. Sarah's whole deal was my thing. But you can't blame me for doing this, right?
It was a cold night on December 2nd, 2016, when police in Neptune City, New Jersey, received a 911 call. It wasn't as panicked as many of the ones they receive, but upon hearing it, they knew it was going to unfold into something that would change dozens of lives forever.
There's a car that's abandoned. It's off to the side of the road.
The abandoned car wasn't just sitting anywhere, it was along a bridge. And when officers looked inside the vehicle, they were met with something even more concerning. The keys were still dangling from the ignition, and the car was in working order. Whoever abandoned it chose to do so, and the car's placement on a bridge painted a disheartening picture as to why. Desperate to find out if they needed to be searching the frigid river, police traced the car and determined that it was registered to a man named Michael Stern. Police raced to Michael's home, which he shared with his mother, as well as his 19-year-old daughter, Sarah.
Announce yourself real well.
Neptune City Police! Hello?
Hello?
Neptune City Police! Hello? Police Department.
That door's locked. That's not good.
But after a thorough search of the home, there was nothing but a locked room and Sarah's dog, Buddy, to be found. Unsettled, police managed to actually get in contact with Michael, who revealed he was in Florida and that 19-year-old Sarah was the one using the vehicle. They had to deliver the horrific news to Sarah's father, that they believe Sarah may have parked on the bridge and leapt into the icy water below. Police immediately began searching the water, risking the lives of dive and search teams as they combed through a raging river that was just 38 degrees Fahrenheit, cold enough to cause a loss of motor function within just 4 minutes. But ultimately, they were left with nothing. Sarah was nowhere to be found. They had no body, no note, and no answers. So they decided to go to the last person who saw her childhood best friend, Liam McAtasney.
Liam. You Liam? You got a second? Can I come in and talk to you real quick?
Yeah, no problem, officer.
Is Sarah here by chance?
No,
When was the last time you talked to her?
I was with her today.
What time?
Before I went to work.
So it was earlier today?
Yeah.
When was the last time you had any kind of contact at all with her? Turn some light on if you don't mind.
I mean, we went to get food today.
And you went to work at what time?
4:30.
Okay, so you haven't talked to her since 4:30? You have a cell phone you can reach out to her on?
I actually haven't been able to find my cell phone.
Liam and Sarah did indeed get food the night prior to her disappearance, which is at least one thing Liam is telling the truth about here. The two were captured on surveillance footage pulling through a Taco Bell in the mid-afternoon. Since dropping her off at her house, Liam claims he hasn't seen her and hasn't talked to her because conveniently, his cell phone is MIA.
Alright, so you haven't been able to talk to you don't know where your cell phone is?
Nah.
Yeah, mine on me, so. Alright, keep looking for your cell phone, man, because we're trying to find Sarah. What was her mindset last time you talked to her?
I just know she's been trying to get away. You can tell me she's going to Canada.
Trying to get away, okay. Canada, she's been real depressed lately?
Her dad is crazy.
Okay, and then she's dealing with the loss of her mother. Her dad's in Florida right now, right?
Her dad, yeah. He's coming back today, I guess. I don't know what time it is.
Where's the grandma?
Grandma's actually sick.
Where's your grandma at right now? She's not at the house.
She's staying with some family member.
Liam is the best point of contact law enforcement have right now, because he and Sarah have a close bond spanning their entire lives. The two met when they were 6 years old, and throughout elementary school, middle school, and high school, the two forged a seemingly unbreakable friendship, one that was strengthened by hardships Sarah faced. In 2013, her freshman year of high school, Sarah lost her mother to cancer, leaving her and her father as the sole remaining members of their family. The loss was devastating for Sarah, and as police will eventually learn, it put forth a motive for her disappearance that they never saw coming.
So yesterday at completely 2 o'clock. Yeah, between 1 and 2, we went to Taco Bell.
Let me ask you, did you have your phone on then?
I did actually, yeah. It wasn't until I went to work that I realized I didn't have it on me. I've been friends with her since first grade, so we have a pretty good friendship.
What's going on? Just give me what's going on with her. Like, how's she been acting lately? The same? Different?
No.
Liam, you've known her since first grade, you said.
Yeah.
Has she been different than normal lately?
Well,
and for how long?
In the past, she has had a tendency to have self-destructive behavior. I actually know that.
How long ago?
Years ago.
And what was it that she would be self-destructive?
It was over something her dad did. I'm not too sure because I think it was my freshman year, sophomore year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in my second year of college right now.
So 4 or 5 years ago.
But I remember being with my girlfriend. She was completely obsessed with my girlfriend. And something happened with her dad. My girlfriend had to leave to go take care of her because she was saying, if you don't come here right now, I'm gonna...
So she's made comments like that.
Yeah.
Liam implies that Sarah has struggled with her mental health, yet he was the only one to say that about Sarah. In fact, most people who knew her believed that she was in a great place mentally. She was a talented artist and lived by her favorite motto, practice reckless optimism.
We need your help finding her right now. There's a lot of things going on. Like I said to you before, we have a lot of resources out there, and we need to find her and make sure she's safe and okay. And this is why I'm really hammering this home to you, Liam. You're young. I want to make sure you get how important this is. This young girl is off the grid all of a sudden, and nobody knows why. And you were basically the last person that had any contact with her.
I completely understand that.
So we're trying to get a little time frame, more of a time frame.
Yeah. I just want to let you guys know that I'm intending in pursuing a career in law enforcement.
Yeah, we've talked about it. Stop smoking.
I actually did. But
Liam goes on to claim that Sarah repeatedly stated she was going to move to Canada. When police ask if she's ever said anything explicitly about wanting to harm herself, he says no, but has a very convenient suggestion about what moving to Canada might have actually meant.
honestly, this Canada thing could just be her telling me without telling me.
Armed with, frankly, not much more information, police continue to search for Sarah to no avail. Desperate for absolutely any leads, police bring Liam back in, not necessarily looking at him as a suspect just yet. But that's about to change.
How long have you known Sarah? First grade. Since first grade?
Yeah. I was actually homeschooled until 7th grade, but we went to CCD together in Bradley Beach.
Okay.
That's where I first met her.
And what's the extent of your relationship?
I would say we're pretty close friends.
Never or anything like that?
No, nothing like that.
Okay. Do you know her ever to date anybody before?
No, actually. It's weird. She just seems really immature, like she's not interested in that kind of stuff. She's more interested in playing video games or something like that. I don't know.
Does she talk about guys?
No, she actually gets grossed out. She doesn't. Most of her girlfriends have kind of left her over the years. After everything that she went through with her mom, and she's continued to go through with her dad, and it's just been kind of like the boys hanging out with her. And if we were to bring up anything about she's always grossed out.
When you say grossed out, what do you mean?
Like repulsed, like, oh, don't say that, oh, it's gross. Anything about it.
One of the most immature people we've ever covered is calling someone immature because she wasn't interested in intimacy. When she was surrounded by boys like him, can you really blame the girl? And if you enjoy killers like this, realize they're not winning an Oscar, subscribe and check out our Spotify, where we upload podcasts every week.
She went to Brookdale last semester, and she just didn't even sign up for classes. Not last semester. Yeah, last year she did a full year of school, and this year she hasn't even registered for classes.
You know why?
Canada, I guess. She's just been saying she needs to get away, go to Canada, get away from her dad.
Is she in Canada?
I couldn't tell you. I can honestly tell you that. I'm one of her closest friends, and I have no idea why she wouldn't tell me anything before she left. Like the last time I say goodbye to her, it was just like any other day. Like, see you later, I gotta go to work. Nothing. She didn't say anything. But that week, many of her relatives had been over the house, and I think her name was Michelle, or I don't know, started with an M, but I just remember hearing Sarah say, this might be the last time I see you, because I might be in Canada by the next time. I don't know, something along those lines.
Who did she say that to?
It started with an M. It might be Michelle, it might be Michaela.
Who was that?
It's her Aunt Shirley's daughter.
Aunt Shirley's daughter?
Yeah, that's what I know.
What kind of things, aside from that incident, has she spoken to you about her dad?
I know that when her mom died, she had money that was supposed to go to her, and her dad took that from her. It's kind of been the big thing over the years that she's always said. The dad took money from her, dad took money from her. She definitely had some trust issues, because over the past few weeks, she's been just packaging things up in containers and moving them to other people's houses. I had spoken about going to Canada with her over the past few weeks, but that was just kind of for emotional support, I guess. I didn't think she would actually go through with it. But this whole Canada thing was just trying to escape the situation she was in, I guess, with her dad.
There's a lot of people, a lot of police officers, from the state police, to divers, to us, to the other detectives that you met over the weekend, trying to find Sarah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of resources involved here. I want you to make sure that I want to give you the opportunity, okay?
Yeah.
To be ahead of all of this.
Mm-hmm.
If she provided you with information, if she told you something, if she told you that she was going somewhere, if she told you that she was going to do something, you need to tell us.
Yeah.
Okay?
I completely understand.
I understand that you're very close friends with her, and she confided in you a lot. None of that matters now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because all of this, what we're doing is only going to escalate at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to think very hard, okay, about your conversation. Take as much time as you need.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to think about your conversation that you had with Sarah on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to put yourself back in her house with her. And I want you to think about what the things that she said to you. Okay?
Mm-hmm. One thing I want to talk to you guys about was if she did jump off the bridge, what are the odds that she's not somewhere all the way out in the ocean by now? And
did she tell you she was going to jump off the bridge?
No. If she had told me that she was going to jump off the bridge, there would have been no way that I could have gone to work that night. I went to work and I had one of the best nights of my life. I made a bunch of money. All my tables were good. I had a great time. It definitely, I would not have been able to do that if I knew something.
He has just slipped up even more than he can possibly realize, because at this point, police suspect that his asking if her body is all the way in the ocean by now isn't because he's concerned she's dead, but because he's concerned about her body being discovered and evidence linking him to it. Little does he know, there's more evidence where that came from. After going to Taco Bell, Liam and Sarah were caught on security footage going to a bank. At this point, police know intercourse and unrequited love likely weren't the motive for Sarah's potential murder. But money? Well, there's a secret about money that Liam has been harboring.
You haven't told us about the bank.
Yeah.
How come you haven't told us about the bank?
Well, I told him about the bank, but...
Did you go to the bank?
I was with her.
Okay.
It's the way back from Taco Bell.
What bank did you go to?
It's in Bradley Beach, it's called Kearney.
Okay. And what did you do at the bank?
No idea, I didn't go in.
You stayed in the car?
Yeah.
Why did she stop at the bank? What did she tell you she was stopping at the bank?
Something to do with her money. I don't know. She had found money in an Avon house a few months ago. And she has a lockbox full of money in there. I don't know. She was taking money out, putting money in there.
A lockbox full of money where?
In Kearney Bank.
How do you know?
She's told me.
What did she tell you about that?
It's just that that's where her money is.
Whose money did she find?
She said that it must have belonged to her mother, which she thought was her mom left it for her, hid it in the house. So if her dad were to take her money, she would still have money left for her by her mom. That's
how much money?
We couldn't tell you. She never told me. She said it could be. She told me a range. She said it could be from 20 grand to 100 grand. She wasn't sure.
She wasn't sure how much money she found?
Yeah.
How does that make sense to you? That you wouldn't be sure how much money you found?
Well, she told me the condition of the money was pretty bad. Like it was all stuck together. Well, it was old bills. So that could have been a reason for not knowing. I don't know if some of it was destroyed or water damage or whatever could happen over the years.
She told you she didn't know how much it was?
Yeah.
Did you ever see it?
No. If I did see any money, it was in the case that was in the safe that was in the Draper's house. There were some old dollars and coins, and I believe there was birth certificates and stuff. But we found that recently. She had asked me to help her go through her attic, try to get some of her mom's stuff out. That's when we found that safe.
Did she give you any of the money?
No.
Sarah's mother died in 2013, leaving her with an inheritance that she had told her friends about. Liam believed that the inheritance was somewhere around $100,000, which is a motive if I've ever heard one. However, he soon discovered that the inheritance he was willing to kill for wasn't all it was cracked up to be.
At any point were you in Sarah's backyard?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, what were you doing back there?
I actually left and went out the back way.
Why?
Her front door's broken.
What's wrong with the front door?
The deadlock actually doesn't lock, and they just always have problems with the front door. And now they don't even have a key, so I just went right out the back door.
We went to the front door, there was no problem.
So, I don't know. I thought there was a problem.
She called your number from her house line a couple of times.
My cell phone number?
Why was she doing that? Why? It would be during the time that you were there at the house.
While I was at the house? Well, what time would that be at? Because
in the afternoon, or or right around the time that you left to go to work? Did you tell her that you lost your phone?
I didn't even know that I lost my phone.
Well, when you went to work?
No, because there was no way I could have communicated with her.
Do you know her house number?
No. No idea.
You understand the importance of telling us everything and anything that Sarah shared with you, right? On Friday, and you did the time before that, right?
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to tell you about my ex-girlfriend, stuff that would normally just be nothing. I just want to make sure you guys know everything.
Just when police are beginning to corner Liam for his lack of emotion, lying by omission, and the fact that his story isn't lining up, his mom and dad both come to save the day.
Your mom contacted an attorney on your behalf, and your dad contacted an attorney on your behalf. So you now have two attorneys that are expressing an interest to represent you. We're not going to talk to you any further today. We do appreciate you coming down.
Yeah.
If you hang tight here, I think your dad, maybe one of the attorneys, I don't know, would want to talk to you.
Oh.
So kind of just, if you don't mind.
Yeah. No.
You don't have to, but we're done, talking to you at this point for today. So we appreciate it. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right, thank you again.
It's just about 4:55. We'll bring him right in. Okay. Talk to you, okay. Thank you. No problem.
Liam's lawyered up at just the right time, and unfortunately, the search for Sarah's body was suspended after days of looking with no results. It seems like police are at a dead end, but fortunately, they're far from it, because quickly they bring in Liam's roommate, Preston Taylor, to see if he can corroborate Liam's timeline.
What time did Liam get back home?
He wasn't back from work until like between 11 and 12.
Between 11 and 12?
Yeah.
You got home? Okay. Do you remember what you were doing when he came home?
That's his number catch back.
That's when he came home?
Yeah.
You played Xbox for hours?
Yeah.
Okay. Does he normally get home that time, or?
I don't know. We're just moving into the place, so we're just getting used to him, like, in his work schedule and everything.
Okay.
At least, like, the best way to do it.
Okay. And what makes you think between 11 and 12 versus 12 and 1 or 10 and 11? Like, how do you know, like, between 11 and 12 he came home?
It was definitely before midnight. I remember the clock saying, like, at least 11 o'clock, somewhere around.
Around 11?
Yeah.
If I said, no, he got home at 9 o'clock, would you think that would be wrong? How about 10 o'clock? Do you think 10 o'clock is wrong also, or?
Not as wrong as 9.
So, you guys go to bed, and what happens from there?
Well, the next thing we know, 4 in the morning, the police came pounding on the door. They asked him a couple of questions.
Wait, did you get up when you heard the door knock?
I didn't even hear it. He just came in, woke me up like 5 minutes after everyone left.
What do you say?
It was like, dude, the police were just here. It was like, about what? And just asking a bunch of questions about Sarah. So, then the next morning we got the news from his mom.
So you're fast asleep at this point?
Yeah.
And he comes into your room?
Yeah.
How does he wake you up?
He just opened the door and I woke up.
Okay. And you were looking at him like, what are you doing?
Yeah. So, what? I'm sleeping.
Liam goes to work and you're at home. You're playing Xbox or you're taking a nap or whatever you're doing. Does Liam come home at any point?
Yeah, there were 2 times he like ran home to see if I found his phone. He was trying to look for it.
Okay.
And then both times he was trying to get back.
So he came back home twice?
Yeah.
With the first phone? How long did he stay each time?
Not long, 2-3 minutes. I was like, all right, we're going to get back to work. Turned off.
Did he tell you where he thought he may have lost it? Did you go anywhere with him looking for the phone?
No. I looked like around the house, like in the driveway, in the front yard. That was it.
The timeline doesn't match. Liam claims to have been home at 10, but his roommate Preston didn't get the memo. And surprisingly, he too has a close connection to Sarah. The three were all close friends, and Preston even took Sarah to prom their junior year, which means you would think that Preston would be concerned about her disappearance. Instead, he seems mostly concerned about saving his own butt.
I'm sure you had a million questions about what happened. So I would imagine as any reasonable person, friend, whatever, family member, you probably asked Liam questions, right? What kind of things did you ask?
Well, once that actually became like an investigation, he got called in for another round of questioning. And I asked him, like, they don't ask you for another round of questioning for no reason. Like, you gotta tell me, like, if you know something, like, you can trust me. And just stuck to it. I didn't know anything. And I told him, what did he tell you? So, police have been asking a lot of questions, but he really doesn't know anything.
Okay. What did he say about the police asking questions?
Not much.
Did he tell you the police are asking questions because we're trying to find Sarah?
Yeah. I mean, like, I understand question marks, but
that's what we're doing. I mean, we're not. You guys are friends with Sarah. You guys speak to Sarah and hang out with Sarah. It's very difficult for us to find Sarah or figure out where she is without talking to the people that are closest to her.
yeah.
That's why you're here. That's why we talk to Liam. We all just want to find you. And the way we're going to find her is talking to your friends, talking to your family, talking to people that know her. Right? What did Liam tell you about his day that he spent there?
So nothing really seemed out of the ordinary.
What did he tell you that they did?
He really share any details. I didn't ask him.
Why would you ask him? Aren't you interested in knowing? I know you were at work, you weren't with her.
Yeah.
It's just reasonable to think, like, dude, she's missing. What did you guys do? Where did you guys go? What did she say to you? It doesn't seem just like.
I was just asking if she, like, seems to be, like, acting different at all.
Okay.
And he said that it really wasn't anything about it. It seems suspicious.
How did you find out that he was with her?
He mentioned it later on in the time.
Okay. What did he tell you?
That person sounded it.
He didn't tell you on Friday when you guys were hanging out drinking?
No, it didn't come up in the conversation.
Okay. So he told you on Saturday? After his mom told you?
Yeah.
When when he woke you up in the morning, what, 3 o'clock in the morning? What time?
He said it was like
4 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
Like, you go back to sleep and you wake up, did you follow up with him? Like, well, why were the cops here? What was going on?
Didn't really think about it being, like, I'm going to bring a crowd in the morning.
Do the cops come to your house on a regular basis? This is the first time they came to your house?
Yeah. Well, there was one time beforehand when we were, like, moving stuff back and forth between the houses when we were moving in.
Okay.
But,
So, Liam wakes up on Saturday and he doesn't talk about Sarah. The cops were just at the house a couple hours earlier asking questions about her and he's not talking to you about her.
I asked them why they were there, but I really don't remember the conversation. I don't remember much after, like, about midnight, going to bed, and then First, like, half hour after, like, nothing's. What was it? I can't recall.
So you're having a conversation with all these people about Sarah, who is police were at your house 4 o'clock in the morning. She's missing. You just find out that her car is found on the bridge. And now Liam is telling you that he was with her. And you don't remember anything that he said to you. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah.
You have no recollection at all about what he told you he did with her.
Didn't specify anything about what he did.
Did he say that he was at her house? Did he say that they went to the movies? Did he say that they went to the beach? What did he say they did?
If you did say anything, I missed it.
Okay. How did you know that he was even with her?
It was asked why are they questioning you, and he said, well, that's my experience about that yesterday.
Okay. And did anybody say, what did you do? Nobody?
I don't think so.
So his mom is crying out in the street, and Liam is now crying, and nobody's asking him, like, so what did she say? Well, there's no questions at all. Did he say they went to lunch, went out to breakfast, went to the movies?
Really don't recall.
Not recalling when your close friend is missing is a bad look. It's an even worse look when neither you nor your roommate's whereabouts can be accounted for the night she was killed. For the next month, the case is stale. Both boys have lawyered up, and it seems the leads are dwindling. But if you can count on team criminals to have one thing, it's ego. And both of the boys let their ego go to their heads. Because 1 month later, a friend of Liam and Preston, Anthony Curry, steps forward and tells police a shocking piece of information. Just a week before Sarah's disappearance, Liam spoke to him about a film idea. The idea? A horror movie that involved a character named Sarah being strangled and then thrown off of a bridge by 2 men. Sound familiar? A few weeks after Sarah disappeared, Liam seemed to realize his mistake and began reaching out to Anthony, asking to meet in person. Unlike Liam and Preston though, Anthony has a conscience. He went to the police, giving them the information, and they came to him with a proposition. Would he be willing to set up a secret camera in his car during his meeting with Liam? Bravely, Anthony agreed, and what unfolded was truly shocking.
Sitting around. What you been up to?
Hiding from the cops.
What happened?
Dude, you can't blame me for doing this, right? I gotta feel you up real quick, right?
You're good.
No disrespect.
I'll show you.
No disrespect, okay?
Nothing.
Yeah, I got the FBI, dude.
What are they questioning?
Oh yeah, a lot.
About what?
About killing Sarah. They've been, they were up. First it was just normal police. They were on my... I had to go in and get interrogated by them multiple times, but then it kept moving up levels, and now it's a federal case. They've got the FBI.
So you've been laying low, I guess.
Oh yeah, and that's not even the worst part. The worst part of it is, I thought I was walking out 50 grand, 100 grand in my pocket. She had one safe, and she took money out, and she only had 10 grand. And this money, I don't know if it was burnt or something. It's old money, terrible quality. I don't even know if I can put any of it in the bank.
Right, because it'll probably look sketchy, right?
Looks sketchy, and it'll look like it's Sarah's money, especially if it's a federal investigation.
Right.
If they're looking for the guy who has old money.
Right, because it's probably like the old dollar bills and shit. It's not like the new shits, because the $100 bills are changed now.
Exactly. No, it's from the 80s, dude. It's old. And then...
What, she found it in her house or something?
Huh?
She found it in her house?
Yeah. She spent a lot of money. And I didn't... I didn't even get a quarter of it.
So you only got like what, 7 grams?
Somewhere around there.
And you spent it all?
No, I haven't even tried to do anything with it because it's in such bad shape.
Yeah, you can't even use it.
Like, I need to play low and then maybe, like, tape some shit up and see if I can put it in the bank.
So what, do you have it hidden?
Yeah.
Where'd you hide it?
Fanny hook. First it was in my house for a long time, but then I stopped trusting Preston.
Did he end up, like, helping you or not?
Oh, yeah.
Liam and Preston both walked away with just under $10,000, most of which couldn't be used due to the fact that they were damaged old bills, which means ultimately, for a few $1,000s, they killed a close friend who trusted them, who had her whole life ahead of her, and Liam chats about it like he's describing a movie where he's the lead star. Meanwhile, her dad later stated, "I was devastated and numb from shock the day I learned from detectives that Sarah was murdered. I've had horrific dreams and nightmares. The horrid act of what happened to her haunts me every day. I will never be able to hug Sarah again."
Dude, tonight we just tried to rob a drug dealer together. We just drove down to
Oh, is that what you were in South Jersey
Stockton.
for?
Yeah, we were down there. We were gonna steal this safe, and we get to the house, and he moved. He's not. We're gonna go back down tomorrow night and try again.
You know where he lives now?
Yeah, we found it tonight. There were just people there. There's a higher chance that there's not gonna be people there tomorrow night.
Start with that, bro.
Yeah, this is.
Don't do shit. I mean, you're already saying the cops are on you, so you got.
This is Preston's thing this time. Sarah's whole deal was my thing, but I had planned Sarah's situation for me to be interrogated by cops. Like, that was whole part of my plan to make me look not guilty.
What did you end up throwing off the plate?
You didn't hear about it? It was all over the news.
Right, but I didn't know if you went through.
Yeah, and the worst part is, we threw her off the bridge, and the never showed up.
Bro, this is bro.
Yeah, and dude. All right, so I'm hanging out with her. She has. We went to the bank. She took some money out, not all of her money. We're counting it out, and then she goes to walk out the front door. I her out, drag her. My biggest problem was the dog, and her dog laid there and watched as I her. Didn't do anything. Her dog. What kind of dog? Yeah, what kind of dog is that? It's like some.
Was it a big dog?
It looks like a beagle, but it's like the size of a Great Dane.
Jeez. Nobody was there? Grandmother was
No,
there?
nobody was there. Even her dad wasn't there. He was in Florida.
Yeah, you said that he was going away.
So I have to leave. I have my phone at Sarah's house. My phone was at Sarah's house. Like,
you left your phone?
Yeah, I lost it. I couldn't find it. I had to go to work. I had timed everything out so that.
Why did you take your phone? You should have left it.
Dude.
What were you doing?
I couldn't find it, dude. It ended up being out in the driveway.
Oh, it must have dropped out of your pocket.
It must have dropped when I was crawling to get in the car. But I drag her into the back, put her in a bathroom, and then I had to go straight to work. So Preston came over, took the body, put it in the bushes, and then I was at work. I had a full night of work, except I left work a couple times, which looks sketchy. I look for my phone though, which is a reasonable thing to do.
Yeah, you gotta look for your phone. Yeah, you can't.
Which is kind of me losing my phone was kind of a good thing, because the cops are like, oh, he's hanging out with her. He lost his phone. He's going back and forth between his house looking for it. And then I get off work that night, go straight over. Preston and I go over to her house, take her safe, bring that over to my house before we do anything. Then we take her out of the bushes and drag it over to her back fence, and I crawl, get into her car, and I back up. There's a security camera across the street, so I had to act like her. I watched her every time she backed out. She does the same thing. So I backed out exactly like she did and drove off.
Did you put her in the trunk?
No, I put her in the passenger seat of her own car. And then Preston and I had these walkie-talkies to communicate with. We just used them again. So I was driving, and I had her buckled in the passenger
Right,
seat.
so she looks like she's just sleeping.
She's just sitting up.
Right.
And my plan was, for me, I underestimated my own strength and how much it weighed. Because...
It's limp weight.
Yeah. I got up on top of the bridge to throw her off. My plan was I was going to throw her off, run over, jump over the divider, and get into Preston's car. And I go up, open the door, unhook her, pull her out, start dragging her to throw her over, and then cars start coming up. I see, like, headlights coming. I try to get her over, and I can't. And 3 cars go by. And my shit, because that easily could have been a cop.
Yeah.
And then...
I mean, the police station is, like, right there.
Yeah. And then Preston comes over the bridge, goes around, makes a U-turn, comes up behind me. The 2 of us start over, and then we're out.
Ultimately, it was Liam who sealed his own fate, with his egotistical admission. Immediately after reviewing the footage, police arrested Liam and Preston. Preston took a plea deal for helping dispose of Sarah's remains. At trial, he testified against Liam, securing himself just 18 years behind bars. Liam, however, let his ego get the best of him again. He refused to plead guilty and went to trial, testifying that he had nothing to do with Sarah's death. Ultimately, the jury saw through him. He was found guilty of felony murder, robbery, and hindering apprehension/evidence tampering. He was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison, plus an additional 10 years. Thank you for tuning in. Besides subscribing to help us make more videos exactly like this one, you can also listen to all of our crime podcasts over on Spotify. And before you go, check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here, or one of my newest uploads right here.